Hey guys, Pink Shiny Mareep here. So today what I'm doing is I'm bringing a new video to this channel that's going to be coming out every other day. Basically, I'm going to be taking Pokemon and I'm going to be looking at them not only from a competitive standpoint, but from a Dream Team playthrough standpoint. Like if you were to take this Pokemon, you're like, I love this Pokemon, Dustin. I want to play through the game of it. What's the best moveset and what EV should I give it to play through the game so I can have a blast with this Pokemon? Because face it, Pokemon's about choosing things that you love, choosing the Pokemon you love, and going on this great mission and playing. If you like playing competitively, great. But there's some people that I know, like me, who aren't that much into competitive as much as they are into just playing the game in general. New Pokemon, old Pokemon, doing certain playthroughs, whether it's an all grass type playthrough or it's a Dream Team playthrough. So today we're going to be looking at Slurpuff, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so let's hop into this. Let's go ahead and talk about Slurpuff. First things first is the item you want to hold is a citrus berry. Citrus berry is basically once you get to a certain amount of percentage of HP, you're going to activate that citrus berry, eat it, and it's going to replenish some of its health back. The ability you want is Unburden. If you didn't know, Unburden is actually its hidden ability. So you have to find a hidden ability Swirlix for this to work, or Slurpuff, doesn't really matter. Now, the moveset that you want is Belly Drum, which is an egg move, Play Rough, which is just a normal level up move, Drain Punch, which is an ORAS move tutor move. Basically, you have to beat the game in ORAS, go to the Battle Mansion, get some battle points, go to the 4th booth, with Slurpuff, give him 8 battle points, and he'll teach Slurpuff Drain Punch. Now, Return is just a normal TM that you can find in Sun and Moon, no big deal. And so how this moveset works is basically, you keep Slurpuff in the back. You make sure that any of the opponent's offensive Pokemon that can one-hit KO or take out the Slurpuff are gone first. You want to take care of them. So any Steel-type Pokemon or Poison-type Pokemon you want to wait are gone. Once they're gone, you can send in Slurpuff. You can Belly Drum, which is going to max its attack up, but it's going to cut its HP in half. But then you have the citrus berry that it's going to eat, which is going to replenish some of its health. Now, once you eat the citrus berry, it's actually going to activate its hidden ability, Unburden. What Unburden means is basically if you were to get rid of your item that Pokemon was holding, or it ate the item that it's holding, it's going to double its speed. So now you've Belly Drum, cut your HP in half, but maxed out your attack. You ate the citrus berry, so you regained some of that health back. It activated Unburden, so it doubled your speed. So now you're maxed out in attack, and you're doubled in speed. And so basically, now you can hit him with Play Rough, which is a stab move, boosted move. What happens is, let's look at Play Rough and then Drain Punch. Play Rough, let's say 100%, and then Drain Punch 100%. Well, actually, Play Rough does 150% because it's a Fairy-type move and Fairy-type Pokemon. So it does more. Now, then you have Drain Punch, which is a physical-type fighting move that hits a Pokemon, and once, however much damage you do, you get that health back. So you're also getting health back as you're doing damage. And the Return is one of those tech that you can have on there by sending them in certain situations, being able to do some chipping damage and switching them out and just keeping them in the back just to keep them there, you know. So the EV set that you want to run on this is you want to run 28 in HP, 250 Ruin attack, 228 in speed, and you want to run this as a Jolly variant. The reason you want to run 28 in HP is because you want to be able to act, have that citrus berry belly jump combo. You want to have that HP to really, keep yourself from not taking some major hits and just going down because you have such low HP. So now let's go ahead and look at, give me 1 second. Let's look at this citrus berry Slurpuff with substitute instead of whatever it was, Return. Now it's no different. It's gonna be the same thing. Substitute's gonna take 25% of your health. You're gonna be able to go into a substitute, which you can't get toxic, poison, sleep. None of that stuff can work. Sing can work, but nobody's gonna run Sing. The EV set you're gonna run if you run substitute, it's the same thing. You can run Impish just to give yourself that extra defensive boost since you are running substitute and you're taking half your HP with Belly Jump and then 25% of it with a substitute, so giving yourself that plus defense is just a little bit helpful. Now let's talk about a very, very important set that I love actually personally running with my Slurpuff, just because it kind of throws people for a loop when I do this. The item you're gonna hold is Chesto, the Chesto Berry. The ability is gonna be the same ability. It's gonna be Unburden, and then the moveset you're gonna run is Calm Mind, Rest, Draining Kiss, and Dazzling Gleam. Now the reason you're going to hold the Chesto Resto Berry is because you're going to send in Slurpuff late game like we talked about. When you're ready to sweep, you're going to send in Slurpuff, you're going to Calm Mind, you should be able to take a hit from whatever you're facing. You should be able to Calm Mind again, take another hit, and then then go ahead and activate rest. So you're gonna fall asleep, you're gonna replenish your health all the way, you're gonna eat the chesto berry because it wakes you up. Then you're gonna activate Unburden, and now you're +2 in special attack, +2 in special defense, and you're doubled in speed. Now you have the move Draining Kiss, which Draining Kiss is a fairy type boosted move, which hits the target, you get half the HP back, and then you have Dazzle Gleam, which is just a strong type fairy move that's gonna hit him pretty hard. Now you can run Energy Ball, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Psychic on this, whatever you want to run. If you don't want to run Draining Kiss or Dazzling Gleam, just to give it an extra edge for whatever you're facing, no big deal. Now the EVs that I chose to run on this were the same as Jolly, except we changed it to Timid. We go 252 in special attack, 228 in speed, and then 28 in HP. Now, I don't know if this is the correct way to run that. In fact, I would actually scrap it. I wouldn't run it Timid. The way I actually ran it is I actually ran a Calm variant with giving it 26 in special defense, and then 28 in HP, 228 in a special attack, and then 228 in speed, and then you have Calm, which plus the special defense minus attack. So that way, when you're Calm mining, you're not only activating, you know, that special attack, but you're actually activating that special defense to go up as well. So you're able to sit in there with Slurpuff and take a lot of hits and then give a lot of damage because of that Calm mine. So yeah, there you guys have it. That's what I think of competitive builds that you can do with Slurpuff. So hope you guys liked it. Alright, so we've seen what you can do competitively with Slurpuff. We all know that Slurpuff isn't one that you just see very often in competitive play, so no big deal. So let's talk about what's important, and that's running Slurpuff through a Dream Team. Awesome, now on to my favorite part of these videos, guys, and that's making the Dream Team builds. The reason why these are so fun is because competitive Pokemon compared to just playing through the game is completely different, as we all know. And this is actually one of my favorite sets to run on Slurpuff. As you know, Slurpuff is actually stronger in special attack than he is in attack. Not by very much, but I feel like special attack wise, he has a lot more options. And this is one of my favorite sets to run. And the reason this is my favorite set to run because it works so well. You can run an Orange Berry or a Citrus Berry. Since they're on the first island, they're so easy to find. You can just rack them up, go to Pokepelago, plant a lot of them, and get a lot of them so you can use them. So you can always activate the ability Unburden, which you're going to want to run on that Slurpuff. So basically how it works is you run, you run Dazzling Gleam, Yawn, Calm Mind, and Dream Eater with an Orange Berry or Citrus Berry and Unburden. And how this works is you go through the game. You're facing against a tough trial captain. You send in Slurpuff. You use Yawn. They hit you with the move. You take the move because you should be able to. You don't want to send it on something super effective, but you know, something that you can take like a fighting type move or a bug type move. You use Yawn. They hit you again. You use Calm Mind this time, and they fall asleep at the end of that turn. So now you're +1 in special attack and special defense, and now you have the move Dream Eater. Which is a TM, so you Dream Eat it, since it is asleep, and you get that HP back, half the damage that you've done, and then you also got Dazzling Gleam. So if you take it out with Dream Eater, cool, you get some of that health back, and whatever they send in after that, you're going to be able to Dazzling Gleam with that +1 special attack. So this is one of my favorite, definitely one of my favorite sets to run, and the EVs that I'm running on it is just 28 in HP, 252 in special attack, 228 in speed, and then I'm giving it a modest nature because you're not going to need to outspeed anything when you're playing through the game. Typically none of them are EV invested anyway, so it's no big deal. Now I created this second set because this happened to me, guys, and as sad as it is what it is. So I bred a shiny Slurpuff, which is one of my favorite Pokemon, guys, and it had the ability Sweet Valve, and I bred it in Sun and Moon, so I don't even get access to Drain Punch, which is very, very devastating. So I was like, I have to be able to make a set with this thing. I just have to. So I came up with this set. I gave it the item Leftovers, since you know, you can give it a Citrus Berry or whatever, but the problem with doing that is Belly Drum, typically when playing through a game, Belly Drum's very hard because if you're going through like a trial captain, or you're going through, like, you're going to Guzma and you're having to fight these trainers, you can't keep Belly Drumming, because if you were to Belly Drum and then Citrus Berry, you'd have to constantly be healing Slurpuff and giving him another berry. So I just gave him Leftovers in this situation. You can give him Leftovers if you like. I'm running Cotton Guard on it so it can boost his His defense stat, I'm giving it Play Rough because it's a physical fairy type move that is stabbed. I also gave it Belly Drum for those situations that when I'm in a bind, I can use Belly Drum, raise that stat, and then I can start sweeping whoever it is I'm facing off against. If it is like Guzma and I resist Bug, then sweet. And then if it came from Morris, you can give it Drain Punch, and Drain Punch would go amazingly with Belly Drum. And then Drain Punch to get that health back. That's an amazing combo, and then that Leftovers is just going to help you do it. And Sweep Valve's going to make sure that you can't fall asleep and that your opponent can't fall asleep. That's why you can't run a Sweep Valve rest set or yawn set with it, because Sweep Valve won't let you fall asleep. So if you don't have access to Drain Punch because you bred this thing in Sun and Moon like I did before finding this out, you can run Endeavor, so you can Belly Drum, raise that attack, and then you can get the opponent to your HP as well. It's not as great, guys, but it is a moveset that you can play through the game with, and yeah, that's gonna be on that. But on the EVs that I'm running on that is 28 in HP, 252 in attack, adamant boosted, 30 in defense, and then 198 in speed. Because like I said, you're not going to need to outspeed everything, so they're not going to have invested EVs into Pokemon typically. I don't think so, honestly. But yeah, so if you guys are looking for any Pokemon like Swirlixes and Oras, I have plenty of unburdened 4 egg move Swirlixes, 4 to like 3, 5 IV ones. And if you're looking for one in Sun and Moon, because you're just going to run that modest set that I showed you, I have plenty in Sun and Moon as well. They're all 5+ IVs, 4+ IVs with hidden ability, 4 egg moves as well, so you can play with those. And also, guys, if you don't mind, go like the Facebook page, Pink Shiny Mareep. If you go there and you join the group and you ask me for a shiny, not a shiny, if you ask me for a Slurpuff, I'll be more than willing to help out. I don't know if I'll see it on the YouTube video before I would see it on the Facebook page. Also, if you go to the Facebook page and you type in the message, "You're too sweet," you'll have a chance to actually get the Swirlix that I bred. I named him Coco. You'll actually get a chance to win the Swirlix that I bred with Whip Dream, and I'll trade it to you, Sun and Moon, and it'll just be a shiny that you can have. I'm definitely going to try to breed another one later. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you did enjoy it, subscribe, because I will be doing these videos every other day. And if you want to comment telling me what Pokemon you would like to see, I'm more than willing to take any suggestions that you guys want to see for sure. So definitely like the video, show your friends if you don't mind, and you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.